guys, it's Bev and Mike. We are here at the Princeton Railroad Museum in Princeton, West Virginia. We're back for our second time. It's a really awesome place, so we can't wait to get started. So I will turn it over to Pat, who is the big boss here, and see what she has to say about it.
Okay, welcome back to the Railroad Museum in Princeton. Since you've been here, we've had quite a few things happen again. We always have things happening. The thing that bothered me the most was something that I heard, and Carol, who works here, also heard, and it was the only thing we could thought that it sounded like was a body being dragged across the floor upstairs over our head. We were here by ourselves, and it was, later on in the afternoon, and it just sounded like a body being dragged. I don't really know what the sound was, but that's what it sounded like. Other things that have happened, Carol and I both have heard steps coming down the stairs when no one else is in the museum but Carol and I. There are other people that work here have had things happen when I'm not here. They've also heard steps coming down. They've heard steps walking around upstairs. Today, maybe it was yesterday. Yesterday, some people came late, and I went upstairs to give them a tour, and I turned the lights on because the lights were out. And I thought that was unusual because we don't turn our lights out until we leave. And when I came downstairs, one of my employees, Dave, said, "Did you just turn the lights on upstairs?" And I said, "Yes." It was really weird. And he said, "It is weird," because he said, "I just turned them on and went upstairs and showed the people the model railroad," and he said, "I didn't turn them off." And he said, "I was surprised when I saw them on the camera, but because we have security cameras," and he said, "I saw the lights pop on. I didn't notice that they were off until I saw them pop on the cameras." And he said, "I said to the people, Pat just turned the lights on, but I didn't turn them off." So how did that happen?
Yeah, that's weird.
Something happened the other day. Carol was here and she was closing up, and she heard the alarm go off. And she
Now, where's it at the front door?
Well, let me finish.
Okay.
So she thought, I didn't set the alarm. Why is the alarm going off? So she got up and went over, and the alarm was not set. And she's like, "Well, what is that alarm?" And she realized the alarm was the alarm upstairs on the model railroad that only goes off if someone sticks their hand through the alarm field. And we put the alarms on. The alarms
I remember that.
along the outside of the model railroads, so the kids won't reach in and try to pick up a train, or try to pick up a cow, or try to pick up a fish, or anything that's in there. And she said she realized it was the alarm going off upstairs, and as soon as she realized it, it stopped.
Oh,
and she said, "Well, I'm not going upstairs to find out what that was."
No.
But there's nobody in here, and so why would that field? So we all checked the next day to see if something had fallen, maybe something fell off of the shelf, but we don't have any shelves closed. But we were trying to figure out, and someone said maybe a bug flew through, and I'm like, a bug isn't large enough to set off the alarm. So that was something.
Wow.
The clock up here, we come in the morning and the clock is open. And it's really weird because we all talked about it and laughed. And so Kevin put masking tape on it. And the next morning we came in and the masking tape was open and the clock was open. So I don't know whether the spirits get in there and change the clock. I don't know what they do. It says 5:45. It's now stopped. I don't know why it's stopped, because normally it takes the right time, and I just now noticed it's not running. So I don't know. I never noticed that. So I don't know if it's not running just now or if it's.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either.
It's 5:45, and right now it's 7:45, so it's 2 hours behind. So those are some of the things that happened. We sort of just laughed them off, but I've told you all about the restaurant I had.
Yeah.
That I felt was very much inhabited by spirits. And we had a paranormal group come in and they told us there were 2 new spirits and that they had come by and the existing spirits told them, stay, this is a good place to stay. And I made a joke that I was going to have to put a sign outside that said home for wayward ghosts. But the older I get, the more I believe there are things we don't understand.
Oh, absolutely.
And the more I see of things I don't understand. I used to major in physics, and so I'm pretty much a science-based thought process. I used to like poo-poo the idea of ghosts. It's not in the Bible, you know, that kind of thing, although science and the Bible really don't go hand in hand all the time. But anyway, the more I've lived and the more things I've seen, the more I believe of the possibility. I'm not 100%, but I think I'm a little over 50.
Oh, yeah.
And I was telling my brother, who's an engineer, of some of the things that happened here recently and the fact that you all were coming. And he said, you had things happen so much at your restaurant, and now it's happening at the Railroad Museum. And he said, did it happen before you came to the Railroad Museum? And I said, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Carol, because Carol's been here since the inception, since 2006.
Oh, wow.
I came in 2015. And he said, have you ever thought it's maybe you,
Or
that spirits follow you or make themselves aware to you? And I said, I didn't really think about that.
That's a good possibility.
I'm thinking about it now, and I'm going to ask Carol tomorrow, did you have anything happen before I became director?
Did
Because
you get
she's
any
been-
names from at the restaurant of any spirits that were
Oh,
there?
yes. We got Marco, we had George, and we had Debbie. Then there were 2 other spirits that were not named, but the paranormals got those 3 names. And we used to have a ladies of the evening problem on Mercer Street, and that was happening when those paranormal people were here. And he asked one of the spirits, had you seen women walking up and down the street? And the spirit said, yes. And they said, how does it make you feel? And the spirit said, happy.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
And we all laughed, because we just laughed.
That's funny.
But we don't have that problem anymore. The police and the city have done a really good job of cleaning up Mercer Street.
Yeah, it's very
It's a
nice.
thriving, not a metropolis, but it's a thriving small city now, and all the stores are filled, and you know, the businesses are good. So the ladies have been moved, but are gone. But I'm going to have to think about that, because I've had several things happen to me before the restaurant. Like my mother told me when I lived in Florida, she told me that in her house that she and my 2 brothers lived in, that they could hear a phone that sounded like it was in a deep barrel, and it was ringing in a deep barrel. And they even went down to the basement one night to see if there was something in the basement.
Yeah.
So my mother died, and then my father died many years later, and then I moved here from Florida, and I'm laying in bed one night, and I hear a phone that sounds like it's in a deep barrel.
Oh, wow.
So
It makes you wonder, yeah.
and I'm thinking, now, and another thing that happened at that house, and again, I was in that house, and I'm not trying to say it's me, but I'm thinking about the possibility. My daughter and son we had just moved in with my stepmother, and we had moved up here from Florida, and we were looking for a house to rent or buy, and we were staying with her, and they were in the same bedroom, and they were in twin beds. Patrick was asleep, Martha was awake, had not gone to sleep yet. It was about 11 o'clock. She was a sophomore in high school, and she looked up on the wall, and it said, beware in flames. It was written, beware in flames. She said, Patrick, look. And Patrick looked, and he didn't see anything. And he said, my father had just died a month earlier, and he said, maybe it's Granddaddy Alfred trying to tell us something. So she got up and came downstairs where I was, and she said, Mom, you know, beware was in flames on the wall. My stepmother came in, wise everybody up, and because she was a second shift nurse, and we told her, and we could smell smoke.
Oh,
And she said, the smoke is the house next door. It has a wood stove, and the wind blows the smell into the house. So we thought nothing more of it. We figured Martha Ann was dreaming and she saw beware. We didn't think. The next Wednesday, it was a Wednesday. The next Wednesday, my stepmother says, Patricia Ann, get up, get up. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. The house is on fire. And the house was on fire.
Oh, wow.
So, and it was 17 degrees, and it was February, and so I had to get the kids up and get them in coats and get them out of the house. And then I said, have you called the fire department? She said, no. So I ran and called the fire department. And I started looking through the house, and I found that it was the water heater. There were some clothes that went to, and it was my fault. There were clothes on the floor that were going to the dry cleaners. And I was sorting laundry, and I just threw them on the floor next to the gas water heater.
Oh, yeah.
And the dry cleaning fluid ignited the curtains, ignited the wall, and the utility room was burning. Fire department came, it was pretty much out, because my father, when he put the washer and dryer for my stepmother on the front porch and enclosed it, there was a single roof, and he had put the water to the washing machine up the wall, across inside the ceiling, and down. And so when the fire burned, it burned the pipes, and the water came out and put out the fire. So when the fire department got there, it was just smoke. So I thought it was weird, and we all talked about it, that Patrick said it was Granddaddy Alfred warning us, beware, and then Granddaddy Alfred's, invention of putting those pipes put the fire out.
Wow, that is something.
That's why I'm over 50%.
Oh, absolutely.
So what about where you live now? Have you noticed anything at your home where you're at now? I mean,
where I'm at now, no. But I am renovating an old schoolhouse.
Oh,
And there's a whole story about the schoolhouse. My daughter came to me, when I moved here, I moved in with my daughter. I was gonna live in Charleston, I couldn't find a house. And so Martha said, move in with me, Mom, you can help me pay the mortgage. She had a 4-bedroom house, so I moved in with her. And I needed an office, because I owned a business, and I needed an office for the business. There was not enough room. She came to me and she said, Patricia Sparks' uncle owns a schoolhouse that's been made into 2 apartments, and he's trying to sell it. Why don't you go look at it? So I looked, and I said, I can rent out the back apartment, and I can use the front apartment for an office. The back apartment will pay the mortgage, and so that's a win-win situation. So I bought it. At the closing, they handed me my deed, and my granddaddy had lived in the neighborhood. On the deed, it said, start at the cliffs at the P.A. Smith land. That's my granddaddy. And I said, oh my God, my granddaddy's in my deed. And the lady that was selling me the house said, who's your granddaddy? And I'm like, P.A. Smith. She said, As Smith? And I'm like, yes, Peyton Asbury. She said, honey, he was the principal of this school. And I'm like, what? I knew he was a teacher. He was born in 1872, and he died in 1972. And I knew him. I was born in 42, so, I knew him and was very close to him, but I just knew him as a teacher. I didn't know he was a principal. And I said, what do you mean he was the principal? And she said, he was the principal of this school. So I went to the school board. I was so excited. I mean, I'm buying a schoolhouse that was my granddad. It's 3,100 square feet. It's pretty big. So I went to the school board, and they pulled out the records, and they told me he owned the school. The school board could not afford to put a school. It's on Dan Hill Reservoir Road. It's called Central Point. They couldn't afford it. He built it and then leased it to the school board. And they gave me a copy of the school board minutes from 1942, which happens to be the year I was born, that he retired. He was 70 that year. And they gave me where they gave him $30 a month pension in 1942. So that's the story of the schoolhouse. So I said, I am not going to rent out the back apartment. I'm going to live here. I was living with my daughter. I said to her, I'm going to live here. So we started renovating things. things started happening.
That
My
usually
daughter
does.
went out there one night and she said, kids started singing. And she said it sounded like school kids just singing. And she went all around and there was nothing, no radios on, nothing. So I said, Granddaddy. So
Wow.
we started talking about Granddaddy being there. So one night we were demolishing things. We were tearing down walls and ripping up floors and stuff. And one of our female friends was helping us, and she knocked a board and it hit me in the back. And I went, ah! and the door slammed. The door was open outside, it was the summertime, and the door just for no reason slammed. If it were wind, the wind would have put it the other way. It slammed back against the wind. And she said, Granddaddy, I didn't mean to hit her. And we all laughed, but things happen a lot. Now, here's another silly thing, and I don't know if I believe this, but it came out of my mouth. We have crows out there all the time.
I love crows.
And my neighbor said to me, why do you have crows? Do you feed them? And I'm like, he said, I never have crows, and your yard's always full of crows. And I'm like, no, but my granddaddy Farley sends them. And they're like, he's like, what? Why I said that, I don't know. My granddaddy Farley had a pet crow. And I said, he sends the crows, and he's dead, because this is Granddaddy Smith's house I'm going to live in, and he wants me to remember him, so
And to
he
be
sends
safe.
me crows.
Yeah.
So, and I have to show you something while we're here, and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Coincidence, that's not.
This is the Railroad Museum, and this is my Uncle Bernus's, Farley, lunch bucket. He was a miner in Crystal,
neat.
West Virginia, okay? They had a crow that would come whenever they ate outside the mine. This crow would fly down and they would feed it. Well, some of the men sometimes started throwing pebbles at it, and the crow would pick up the pebbles thinking it was food. And my uncle was afraid that the crow would eat a pebble and get hurt. So one Friday afternoon, one Friday afternoon, he went outside and he managed to catch the crow. And he took his lunch bucket. This is what a miner's lunch bucket looked like. He took his lunch bucket and he put a crow in the lunch bucket. And he left this out. He put the top on. He took it home. He kept the top like this. When he got home, he took the top off and put a piece of window screen on it so the crow could get air, and kept it overnight. And the next morning, he drove from Crystal in Mercer County, mine, to Princeton, where my granddaddy owned a farm. He owned like 70 acres. And he told my granddaddy, I have a crow, and he opened it up, and the crow flew away. The crow landed in the cherry tree, which happened to be full of cherries. So it was a feast for the crow.
Oh, yeah.
So the crow stayed there and got to be friends with my granddaddy. My granddaddy would come home from work, and he'd have corn in his pocket. And the crow would come land on his shoulder and eat the corn out of his
how
pocket.
sweet.
And I've seen that. And so we called it Jim Crow, and it would fly up on the wires. It would stay in the cherry tree, but it was always around.
That is so awesome.
That's a memory that I connect to my granddaddy Farley. And so when I see crows, even today or yesterday or two days ago, a crow came and landed outside my window on the wall I have behind my house, and I see it, and I say, hey, Granddaddy, I'm here, I'm fine, everything's going good. That's just how I react when I see a crow.
That is awesome. Yes.
So-
I love that story. That is awesome.
So Granddaddy Farley doesn't want me to forget him, because I'm going to be living in Granddaddy Smith's house. Granddaddy Smith is inside the house, telling me to take care of it.
Yeah.
Why are you tearing down the inside of my house?
Oh, yeah, they don't like it real well when you start changing
Yes.
things.
So anyway, maybe that's why I say I'm over 50% now. And the older I get, the more on the percentages I get.
Yeah.
The more you see and hear.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the older you get, the more skeptical you get, but the more you realize there are things you don't understand.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's what I think spirits are.
Yes, your mind is more open, I think,
Yes.
older. I've noticed that too.
Yes.
Yeah, we live in a world that we not even come close to realizing where we live and how.
Exactly,
You know.
exactly. And there are too many things we don't understand. How did writing start? How did talking start?
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
animals make sounds, but humans make sounds that other humans totally understand.
Yeah.
Dogs bark and other dogs understand a bark, but they don't understand I need water.
Right,
They
yeah.
don't understand another dog needs water, but
Yeah.
they understand danger from another dog.
Yeah.
Who
But-
made the ABCs? Who come up with letters?
Right,
You know,
right,
oh, we
right.
talk about stuff like that all the
Right,
time. It's
I
like,
do too.
who did that?
You
Well,
know.
our grandson, he is 8, and he goes, "Why is the middle finger bad?"
Yeah.
Who thought of that?
Who thought of that?
You know, I was like, I don't
Why
know.
is
It's
the
just
word
cra-
F-U-C-K
It-
bad?
right, it's
So
just a word, you
Why
know.
are cuss words cuss words?
Right, I know. We
Yeah.
always talk about that. That's funny.
I mean, I can say S-H-I-T and people go, but
Yeah.
if I say feces, they don't say anything.
No.
So what's the difference? It's referring to the same thing.
Yeah.
So why is one
Yeah.
not
Who
acceptable?
said
and
that's
the
a
other one
cuss
is?
word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, who was the guy that said, "I like to see the guy"? Oh, that's a bad word. Okay, why do you think so?
Yeah.
It's just dumb. We think the same thing. That's funny.
Hey everybody, this is Austin Hodges, the rail fan. I am a volunteer down here at the Railroad Museum. I've been here since 2019. Nothing's really changed with me with like paranormal activity. I mean, it was the same thing like it was last time y'all came down here with. Bev and Mike, they caught like a lot of bangs. Their tripod fell on the floor and everything like that. But I do want to tell y'all something that we are talking about getting, but we have not got yet. We're trying to get the Powhatan Arrow, the 611 steam engine, to come up here and do a train ride. And I think last time y'all were here, we were talking about Norfolk Southern destroying the railroad, because you know that picture right there, if you want to show them that picture, yeah, that picture right there, there were 14 tracks here at one time, and if you go outside, which you ain't gonna be able to see, it's dark outside right now, but there's actually 3 tracks now. And when Norfolk and Western, that's what Norfolk Southern was called back in the old days, it's Norfolk and Western. It's about ready to become Union Pacific, because Union Pacific's supposed to be buying Norfolk Southern out. But when the Norfolk and Western bought the Virginian, they tore down this train station. because they didn't want to do no passenger service. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it. And then after that, the shops went out of business. And then after the shops went out of business, people started moving away to like different states to get a different job. And then after that, we lost everything. We lost a lot of people. Now, Pat can tell you how many people's here now, but I mean, we don't have a whole lot of people here in Princeton. It's just we have a very few. But now there's 3 tracks and everything like that. But the thing that I'm excited about is probably trying to get this 611 passenger train, because I think this is what Princeton needs. And I think that Mr. Rogers would be very, very happy if he was still alive, if he knew that this was going on, because he would be like, no, that's history. Because, you know, passenger trains, they talk about history when you ride them, like especially passenger trains that you ride at a museum. You're not going to go at a museum and not ride a passenger train and not hear a conductor get on the intercom and tell you everything about the line. So, I mean, that would be something that we can actually do when this happens, is like we can actually talk about the history and everything like that, and, you know, tell people like how this railroad was built, because I plan to do that, because I'm going to be a conductor on it. I plan to be that. I'm also going to be kind of like the assistant train master as well, like railroad operations manager, you know, and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, you don't go to a railroad museum and not get anything out of it. You actually get something out of it. And like we told y'all before, if y'all don't remember, this railroad was built out of pure anger because Mr. Rogers didn't get his way when he built the coal mine. Because he went to Wilson Nelson Page, and Mr. Page had a railroad called the Deepwater, and they wanted to hook coal cars to the log cars and take them to market on the N&W. And the N&W wasn't having that, so when Mr. Rogers was in his office and Mr. Page came in and said, I got something to tell you, he said, they're not going to renegotiate, and this is what they told me to tell you, and this is what they'll do. And Mr. Rogers said, I'm not doing that. And he said, hell with them, we'll build our own damn railroad. So he was like, I'm not doing it. So he was like, I'll just get money and we'll build a railroad. So he built this. And it came out of his own pocket. He spent like $71 million to build this railroad, somewhere between there. And but yeah, I think it's great because the first track out here, the main line, it's not being used anymore. It used to, when Norfolk Southern was running on it, they used to run coal trains out of Elmore Yard, and they would take it to Roanoke this way. But then in 2012, they built another track that goes like left, going like towards Williamson. There's a haunted hospital, guys, that these people here, Mike and Bev, are going to with me in July. But there's another track that they built, and it goes through McDowell County, and it goes to Bluefield that way, and the Roanoke crew meets them in Bluefield. Well, once they built that track, the tax department said, are you guys still using this Virginian line? And they said, no. And they said, we want to stop paying taxes on it. And the tax department said, the only way we'll let you do that is if you cut it in two, if you cut the rail in two. Because they said, as long as that rail is still intact, you're still paying taxes on it. Well, there was a guy that was a big fan of the Virginian. He was like 80-some years old, still working for the railroad. A railroad person told me this. This is how I know this story. And he worked up there in Elmore, and they were waiting for him to pass away. So they kept running coal trains in 2011 on the Virginian while they still had that new track. And in 2012, he died, and they cut the track in two, and they stopped running coal trains ever since. Now we want to bring a passenger train and run it up to Elmore Yard that way and back. So it will be an hour up, an hour back. It'll be 2 hours round trip. So
now then, you guys say that Mr. Rogers, there were signs that he may be still
Here?
in here.
I do believe that Mr. Rogers is here. I believe all the trackmen that built the Virginian are here. I believe, because like I told you before, we had a psychic came in here one day, and she was talking to me. I talked to her on the phone. She came here one day, and Pat wasn't here that day, and she said, I want to talk to you, Austin. I said, okay. And she said, you seem to have like a fascinating with, you seem to be fascinated with railroads. I said, yeah. I said, I've been fascinated ever since I was 5 years old. And she was like, well, you definitely got some spirits up here. And I'm like, really? And she was like, yeah. She said, I want to see that track drill. And I said, how did you know we have a track drill? And she said, I told you on the phone. She was like, I could see it. And if you go upstairs, there's a red track drill upstairs. And she told me, she said, yeah, she said, this is what I saw. And then she said that, was the upstairs used for a dispatcher's office? And I'm like, how did you know that? And she's like, because I can see people. She's like, I see people sitting right here talking to a train. And she was like, and I see the 14 tracks still here. She's like, I'm blocked. She's like, in reality, people see a road going over the tracks. They don't see the 14 tracks. But she said, in the supernatural world, that's where I'm at. She said, I can see it. And she was like,
Still there.
yeah, and she was like, she's like, have you ever heard a conductor say, all aboard? I said, how did you know that? And she said, he's out there, standing there waiting for passengers to come out. And I'm like, that is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how well you can see me, but this is back where the pages were turning last time we were here. So sorry my face is so close, but I can't see anything. So we'll see what we get here.
What's that make the noise?
It comes and goes.
Maybe it's something outside.
He will touch you. Well, don't touch me, touch Austin.
Here's another phone line.
But that's what I put there, right? Down there.
Yeah.
There's that beeping again.
Listen.
Listen out for me.
Is that you?
Listen. The REM pod. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And the toy thing. We
Where's
need a
that?
camera on that.
Where's that?
The kid thing again? The kid play. That's not the REM. Yeah, it is. No. No, it isn't. What is that?
Is that thing downstairs over here?
No, all it has a monitor.
It went away, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come back. I can't tell where it just quit.
No.
No. What's that beeping noise? Oh, shit. Oh, scared me. Is anybody back here? All right, guys. I wasn't recording before, apparently. What'd it say?
Implies.
Implies. We're at the second floor here of the museum doing the investigation. Let me turn this back around so I can see something here. We keep hearing this noise, like a high-piercing noise, and we don't know where it's coming from. Tell me who's doing that noise, please. If anybody's here, you can touch this device in my hand. Is anybody here? That's the trainer.
Kitchen.
Kitchen?
There's a kitchen downstairs.
Are you downstairs? Come up here with us. Can you do that?
Tall.
Tall? Are you tall? Do you see the devices we set out? Can you touch one of them, please? Let us know you're here. gonna set this real quick. Do you remember us? Shoot. Got a cat ball right there. We have a cat ball there on the table. We've got devices here. On the kids' table, you can play with that device with the red light on it. That's fun to play with. If you're downstairs, say something in that little device on the floor. Ginger. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
I need it.
You need it. Can you make a loud noise for us, please?
Okay, something's standing over here. I'm touching this photo of Mr. Rogers.
Something standing where?
Something's standing like right here when I'm touching this photo of Mr. Rogers.
Oh, there's a REM pod. And the kids. Hi, is there kids over there playing?
Can you look a little closer, please?
Thank you.
Want to get closer?
Don't be afraid. Tell us who's here.
Mr. Rogers, are you here?
Start.
Start.
Yeah, I believe. I'd like to know who I'm talking to, though.
Can you touch up? What'd it say?
Yeah, tripod. Yeah, their cameras.
Oh my gosh,
our
yeah.
Cameras on the tripod. That's how you can show us.
That white light's down there, but the book, can you turn the pages of that book and make that light come on, please?
We just want to talk and see why you guys are here. I don't think anyone wants you to leave. We just wondering who you are. You guys aren't interested in leaving, are you, Austin?
Do what?
You're not wanting to get rid of anybody, are you?
No.
Say, of course not. You can stay here with us, huh? Come on, we want to talk with you. We just want to know who you are and know about you. Can you tell us about what happened to you?
She screams.
She screams.
Okay, who's she?
We can try the dowsing rods if you want, Mike. And then we can try...
Despicable.
Despicable? What or who is despicable? Can you tell us?
I feel sad right now, and I don't know why. It's like I feel Mr. Rogers' heart breaking. Just standing over here, I just feel so sad.
There's a lot of heavy feelings in this place.
I feel sad.
Well, wasn't it this here or something the psychic was talking about?
That's the drill she was talking
That's
about.
what I thought, yeah.
Yep.
Maybe that's why you have those feelings right here, because that right there.
Turn that off. Let's go kick off shortly. I want
We
to
could
see where
sit.
that-
We could sit here at the table. Oh, REM pod. Hello there. Hello. Video.
Yes, we're videoing. Can you show us something so we can show everyone else?
God, I swear.
You gonna cry? I know it gets to you, don't it?
Yeah, I swear, God.
You need to walk downstairs for a minute?
Take-
I don't know, man. I really don't want to touch God.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, Lord. Just, Lord, have mercy.
It's okay. It's a lot of.
Bite.
You're not going to bite anybody. There's a lot of emotions with this. A lot. Did you hear that? A lot of emotions. Is somebody back there?
Did you hear that there?
Yeah.
700 years ago.
Is somebody in here?
What happened 700 years ago?
It's a long time ago.
Hey, what's the chances?
What's
Silas
that?
Gus. Your street foreman. Hey, what's your buddy's name that didn't come? Was his name Gus?
Gus Hadley.
Isn't that ironic?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's-
This is that lamp, isn't it?
Yeah. That's the lamp that turned on
Yeah.
and went off.
All by itself.
Find my ashes.
Find your ashes. I don't think there's anybody's ashes here. I don't believe.
The psychic told me when she came here that there was something demonic in this museum. And she said that she wanted to do a cleansing and nobody would let her. But I remember last time when Mike was here, yeah, you turn that on, because they might turn it off. But when Mike was here, he was talking to some kids, and the kids were afraid to speak because something was telling them to shut up and don't say nothing.
Okay. We'll see.
Who is she?
Who is she? If you're talking about me, my name is Beverly. You can call me Bev. There it goes again. It's okay to play with that stuff. We brought it for you.
Cross.
Is there a cross here?
Cross?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. There's a Bible.
Remember last time it kept saying Bible over and over?
Yeah, the Holy Bible. Right
Yes,
here.
right there.
Cross on it, isn't there?
Probably. Or cross over there
Cross in
somewhere.
front of it.
One that looks like one with trees.
Yeah, it probably used to have it. That's an old Bible.
Come on, you see where all the devices are. I want you to let us know you're here, please. We came to talk to you again. We enjoy your company. We love your place. Thank you for letting us be here. We appreciate it.
Have we met?
We have, yes. We were here a few months ago.
Potentially.
Potentially. Do you remember that? Potentially. There's a lot of people that come in and out here. I'm getting low on space, believe it or not.
I'm going to have to go downstairs now because I'm getting angry now.
You go right ahead.
I'm getting angry now.
It's that thing coming probably.
I'm sitting here looking at Princeton. Oh, what a beautiful picture. Then boom!
What fell?
Yes! It was up there!
And you didn't touch nothing?
No, I did not!
Oh.
Oh
The
my
REM
God.
pod's going off.
God!
Yeah, that right there. Look, that helmet
that back up.
fell.
That
Holy shit, right by you too.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
All right, I'm going downstairs.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, I'm going downstairs.
Turn this on. What'd it say? Oh. All right. Okay. Holy cow. All right, guys. Get this so we can see everything here. Okay. All right, guys. All right, I'm up here by myself. If anybody's up here, I want you to talk to me, please. That scared me. Okay, so a helmet flew off the wall, landed at Austin's feet a minute ago when we were transferring everything. So of course this wasn't on video, but Yeah. Of course, the Big Bang earlier. We don't know what's going on here. This is crazy. I want you to come in here to me, please. I want you to touch this ball right here, this black box or something. I want you to talk to me, okay? Talk to me in this device or in this right here. It said ocean. We're not near an ocean. All right. Come on, spirits, I'm here. We were here a while back.
You were generous.
I try to be. We were here a while back, and
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy. Did you work for the train system a long time ago, Jeremy? Let me check this. Things have been like screwing up tonight. All right. Yeah, we've had cameras shutting off because we did it down in our thing, and I'm thinking that it like half of it was not caught because the cameras keep getting shut off here. All right, so there's supposed to be a demonic force here. I want to hear you. I'm not afraid.
Eric.
Eric? Can you come to me, please, and talk to me? You came here.
I was ignorant.
You were ignorant. Well, why would you think that? This is a beautiful place.
Machine.
Yeah. These trains are big machines of beautiful things in here. A lot of memories, isn't it?
You were determined.
Yes, I am. We want to see who's here. We'd like to speak to some of the railroad workers if you're available. I want you to make another loud noise again. I want you to make another loud noise again. I heard it earlier too. Are you here? I heard a noise back here. This is where that book's at, in that white light. Could you possibly touch that for me? I'm not afraid, you know. Sorry. I wonder if it'll knock the helmet off for me. This lamp, you turned it off last time too. Could you do that for me? It is creepy up here. Down here is where that fell off. That helmet up there. That's what fell off when Austin was just standing here. Lucky it didn't hit him in the head because that's probably kind of heavy. If you're still here, why don't you knock something off again for me? Can you do that? We came here to talk to you.
What year is it?
It is 2026. What's the last year you remember? What's that light? Oh, is that the robot, I think. That's the kids' area. And there's the train set up in there. This was supposed to have something, an issue with that. Fanning. Fanning. Are you hot? All right, set this back down here a minute. All right. I'm up here by myself, and so far you've not done anything.
Waiting in the hallway.
You're in the hallway. Come back in here with me then. I was just in the hallway.
This is a bad place.
Why is it a bad place? Can you talk to me? Over here. I want to show you guys something. This thing here, this picture, awesome. But I tell you what, that picture, that guy right there scared the living bejesus out of me earlier. It looked like somebody looking at me when I looked from the side view. Let's see over here a little bit. So it's waiting way out. Come in here with me. Do you know my name? Can you say my name? It is hard to breathe up here. It's creepy. And also, it's been getting a lot of heavy feelings tonight. It didn't do that to him last time. He's really feeling it tonight, though. All right, I'm going to go get Mike and them, and we're going to try the Estes method. Maybe you'll talk to us a little more. We don't want you to be afraid because we don't want to get rid of you. We want you to just tell us who you are. And you can just...
Kevin.
All right, I'm going to go get them. Turn this back on so we can hear them downstairs now. They're coming back up. We'll set that right here in case something happens.
Come and go.
Come and go.
Okay, I went for a walk around the building. 4 different times. I had to turn around because I swore something tapped on the building, outside the building.
Oh, wow.
When I walked by, after I walked by,
I've been here 200 years.
it'd be like a couple steps behind me, like something would tap. And then keep on going. It was like 4 different times from that corner down around the other corner.
Huh.
I don't think I was imagining it.
No, I'm sure not. Let's do the Estes method. And,
You want me to sit over there where he was feeling
Kindness.
Yeah, sit right there, yeah, please.
just sit on the floor right there?
yeah, I want to put the cat ball and... the
Yeah, when
ball
Bev was doing this, the thing that goes counterclockwise, I got that feeling again, but mostly sitting over there with Mr. Rogers is where I started feeling
Definitely not.
sad.
Definitely not. Let me put this ring cloth and put it there.
Yeah.
I think I seen some orbs there earlier when you guys were talking on the camera. Couldn't see it,
I'll know when I...
but I'm pretty sure I did.
Mike, whenever you're ready, we'll start.
All right, I'll push the button.
All right. Tell me who's here. I think that ball started going off again.
Wait till it's off.
I thought it was off. I thought it came back on. If that was you, light the ball back up. If there was
As soon as I hit the button.
Okay. All right. Hello there. I'm Bev. Do you remember me?
Bob,
Hi, Bob. Did you work here as the conductor?
anyone.
Anyone?
Amen. Please?
Okay, can you talk to me, please? Will you tell me what your name is? You said Bob.
Not. Yep.
Why not? We were told there's something evil here. Is that true? We
Okay.
want it yes or no? Is there something?
And we leave.
Who are you?
All.
The evil one.
I think he said, I think I'm going to kill you.
I don't think so.
Your name's Mike?
His name is Mike. Yes, you're not going to hurt him either.
What are you using?
It's called a telephone.
Over there?
Can you talk to us, please, through Mike?
Bob?
Bob.
Look at him.
I'm in my 40s.
Bob, did you pass away here?
Hey, that was close.
Talk to me, please. I want to know who the
What's
evil.
real?
Who is the evil
Be
entity?
wary of him.
Me.
What is your name? Said be wary of him. What is your name? You're not Bob.
Brain?
Bram?
No, shit.
Who are you?
Fuck.
That isn't nice.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Shit.
What do you want?
His life?
You are mine now.
Babies.
Whose
Something.
life?
Hey.
Who are you threatening?
Torch.
Can you make the flashlight go out?
Are
Be
you
Summers.
threatening Bev?
Dick.
That's not nice. You stop that.
Bitch.
Who are you?
Wait for it. Hey.
Are you threatening Bev?
Maybe.
I'm not afraid of you. Show me you're here.
Wow.
Show me you're here.
Wah.
You're a real smart ass, aren't you?
Right.
I'm touching your leg.
In the...
What do you want with this place? Why are you here?
Me? Mike?
You're talking to Mike. Why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paramount.
Paramount? Did you have something to do with trains?
Ding.
Are we okay, man?
His son.
Okay, who are you talking to?
Yep.
You know we're not going to be here much longer, right?
train chase tomorrow, okay?
I play.
Did you play on the table over there? With those toys?
That was me.
Big.
That was me.
Now.
So,
Easy.
did you make that big loud noise?
Yep.
Why did you do that?
It.
Did you knock the helmet off? at
Awake.
Yeah, we're awake. Did you hit that or knock the helmet off at Austin? You try to hit him with it?
Is this?
I hear something talking to me over here. Over here.
Who's in here?
It's like whispering to me.
Hear us.
Hear us.
Not.
Austin hears you.
No one?
One of them said that they're going to attack you, Bev.
Are they
I'm
out
not
here?
afraid. I'm not afraid of you. Got my protection, I'm wearing my protection.
Have you ever been attacked by a spirit?
I was thrown into a wooden baby changing table once and bruised my ribs real bad.
Are you serious?
Battle.
Battle. All right, now.
Future.
I want to know who the bad entity is.
Mike.
No, that's who. No. Here. I know you're here. Why are you here?
Girl.
What girl?
The parent.
What girl? What is her name?
Mia? No, Maria.
Maria. You're after Maria? What did she do?
Was Maria a station master?
Confused. Us. Yes. Bev. Bev.
That's, yep, we're Austin and Bev.
Dream. Them.
I'm gonna get him out of that.
That Pat is not walking. I swear she's in her office and that thing's.
Yes, something keeps.
Man, y'all just playing with me, ain't you?
Good Lord. Put this light on so I can see something. Oh. I'm in a hurry and I can't.
Good guy.
What?
I was getting real bad chills right before you tapped my shoulder on my leg. I think I did. When you get chill and it makes you freaking like shiver.
Yeah.
You know, last time you passed out, we don't need that shit again.
Last time, yeah, you walked up with a car of smoke and you were gone.